So, good morning, my student. This is teacher Tajudeen from TenderCare Motorstolic. So I'm here again to teach you English language, and today's topic is essay writing. And we have talked about this before. This is just a revision, as we all know this. Okay, now we talk about essay, the kind of essay, and then we just take one for examples, and later I will give you the examples of each. Okay, and each kind of essay. Now here, the meaning of essay. Essay writing is a group of paragraphs written about single topic and a central main idea. Okay, essay writing is just when you want to write a story about a topic, a particular thing that has happened in the past, and then it must be based on one topic, and it must have a central main idea. Now, that is the first thing needed. Now, the second is it must have at least 3 paragraphs. Okay, if you want to write an essay, to call it essay, it must have at least 3 paragraphs. If you write a story of just 1 or 2 paragraphs, you cannot call that one an essay. Okay, so you can't call it an essay. But if you write up to 3 or more paragraphs, that is an essay. Now, the kinds, what you talk about will now determine what type of essay have you just written. Okay, now here you have, it must have at least 3 paragraphs, but 5 paragraphs essay is the common length for an academic writing. Okay, in an academic writing, the common essay, the length of essay must be at least 5 paragraphs. Okay, that's official essay writing. But if you are just writing an essay, a friend to a friend or to a blog, okay, fine, you can be 3 at least. It must not less than 3 paragraphs. Okay, so but the academic essay must be 5 length paragraph. Okay, so now this is all about essay. Now there's difference between letter writing and essay. You should not mix it up. Okay, essay is all about stories. Okay, so now here we have a kinds of essay, meaning the types of essay. The types of essay. Okay, let me shift the camera so that you can see that side. Okay, so kinds of essay. Now there are 4 major types of essay. Okay, 4 major types of essay. I'm sorry, I omitted a word here, which is of essay. Okay, now these are the kinds of essay, the types of essay we have. The first one is narrative essay. The first one is narrative essay. Now, the second one we have descriptive essay. Descriptive essay. And the third one is expository essay. Expository essay. The fourth one, which is the last here, we have persuasive essay. The persuasive essay. Now, these are the 4 kinds of essay that we have, and I have explained that to you before, and this is just a revision anyway. Okay, so I will take this one for today, only the first time for today, and then I will explain it. The next lesson, I will give you the explanation of the 3 and also the examples of each of it. Okay, so today we talk about narrative essay alone. So this one, we do it. This one now, we leave it in the next class, then we complete the third one. Okay, so the narrative essay. In a narrative essay, the writer tells a story about a real life experience. Okay, real life experience. Like I said, essay is all about story. Okay, so but this kind of essay, when you say a narrative essay, from narrative, that's to tell a story of what has happened in the past, or within some minutes ago, or some years, or some days ago. Okay, so if you are to report such, you are telling the story of how it happens. Okay, that means you are writing a narrative essay. So you need to narrate exactly just one point, and it must have the main idea of what happens. Okay. So now here, the second thing is, this is the narrative essay challenges a student to think and write about themselves. Okay. This narrative essay always challenges the student to think and write about themselves. Like if I ask you to write about yourself, or maybe say, okay, where you spent your last holiday, write about all the trips you have in the past, or the places, the historical places you have visited, and so on. So if you want to write such essay of what happened in those trips, you're going to write it. You have to you start thinking of, oh, this what I have done in the past. So you need to think and then jot down your points before you start to write the essay, so that you can just slot it in each of your points, then you will not miss it. Okay. So this is the second thing. It challenges students, okay, to think and write about themselves. So I want to clean this side now. Please let me screenshot. I want to clean this side, and then I will complete this lesson. Then we call it a screenshot. And then, okay. Yeah. Okay.
A moment.
Who's playing music there? Is it you? What is it, student?
Grade7 English.
Okay, here this is B. We continue the writing again. A well-crafted narrative essay. Well-crafted. Okay. So here now the last one is a well-crafted narrative essay will also build towards drawing a conclusion or making personal statement. Okay. So in a well-crafted narrative essay, at the end of your essay, you need to draw a conclusion, and also your personal statement has to come in at the end of your essay. Okay. So this is all about a narrative essay. So because you are narrating a story of what has happened in the past, and then it could be about you, about somebody else. Okay. So then you need to have a conclusion, and also you need to have your personal statement. Okay. So now this is it for today. We call it a day. Thank you for viewing the class, for joining the class. If you have any question now, I will unmute all of you or the students online to ask a question. Okay.